Hey friends, I'm Courtney. Welcome back to Nourish 31, where we blend fitness, faith, and wellness for women who want to feel strong, confident, and nourished from the inside out. Ideally, looking at the Proverbs 31 woman and trying to model ourselves after her and being our absolute best selves for ourselves and for our families. All right. So today I'm sharing 10 daily wellness habits that not only keep me healthy, but also help me to age gracefully, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So let's get into it. Before I get started, I want to say I'm Courtney. If you have not been here before, welcome to my channel. I am a mom, a wife, and an avid fitness and wellness junkie. um, it's been my thing for a long, long time. And anyway, read my bio if you would like to learn more, but I'm glad you're here and hopefully my tips can help you be your best self. So one of the first things that I do every day is drink my water, and not just drink it later. Like, I'm not majorly a coffee drinker. However, I may have it from time to time, but ideally water upon waking, water up like within 30 minutes of waking up throughout your day. You want to get that first before you get your coffee, before you drink anything else. Get you some water, and ideally if you have some electrolytes, one of my favorites is called Relight, and I can link it below. But it's really salt, but it has magnesium in it, which is one of the supplements that I use. It helps you to sleep, helps you to calm down. I am a mother of 4. I have a grown daughter and 3 sons, a 12-year-old, soon to be 13, and twin boys who are 9. My patience gets very, very low, okay? Yeah, so I need all the help I can get, and magnesium helps to calm me down. It helps me to get a good night's sleep also. So I highly recommend getting you some magnesium. If you can get it in the form of your electrolytes, that's even better. Have that first thing in the morning, helps wake you up, helps get you started. The one thing I want to point out is after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is just dehydrated. So rehydrating first thing helps support your digestion, energy, and even skin health. And I will say this, with magnesium, it does help with that regularity. So if you have any issues with that, it's going to help that too. All right. 2, morning sunshine and vitamin D. One of the things that I have started to enjoy is walking. I walk daily if the weather permits, if my time permits, of course, but ideally I try to walk every day. Even if I don't work out and do strength training, walking outside. I used to walk on a treadmill, and it works, but eventually it started to wear on my knees. Just the back and forth on the belt didn't work for me, so outdoor walking worked better for me. But either or, if you can get close to some sunlight, ideally get some natural vitamin D. That is also going to help you sleep at night. I cannot stress how important it is to get your sleep at night, nighttime sleep. And getting up in the morning kind of sets your rhythm. It sets your body rhythm so that when it becomes nighttime, you can go to sleep and get some good rest. Okay? Also, you want to do this, do it first thing in the morning. Like as soon as you can get up, what's safe for you to do, get out and do it. It just sets the tone for a better day and for better sleep. Number 3, daily Bible study or devotional. So listen, I have had days where I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm about to get it today. I'm about to do this thing. And then next thing you know, the whole day just spirals out of control. Whenever I start my day with prayer and devotion and reading my word, it always is better, without a doubt. And I'm sure you've been there, you can agree. When I'm praying and talking to God, I'm asking for, to be productive. I'm aligning myself with that Proverbs 31 woman and trying to be the absolute best I can be, not just mom, you know, because the Proverbs 31 woman, she sold things. She had businesses. Like, she made money outside of just being a wife and mom, which, if that's something that you want to do, is totally there for the taking. But we wouldn't know that if we didn't read our word. And sometimes it can be overwhelming having a family, having kids. I know for me it can be. You know, I have boys who are very much little boys, and they are active and arguing and fussing and fighting and running and jumping and all the things. And it helps just to start my day off right, so that I can be a better mom. And part of starting my day off right is spending time with the Lord and finding out what He has in store for me. And He also just helps me in terms of my productivity. I have a tendency to, you know, get idle and procrastinate. Like, that is not of God. And so anything that helps you to stay on track with whatever it is you're praying for, I strongly encourage you to put that first in your day before you do anything else. Number 5 is morning squats. Sometimes I do these in the evening, but strong, you know, have you ever heard thick thighs save lives? Okay, that there's some truth to that. There have been studies that have gone out, and I'm not a doctor, but I do a lot of reading on this stuff, that, you know, the stronger your muscles, the stronger your leg muscles, just as you age, you need that, you know, to help with the aging process, to hope, in hopes that you're not in a wheelchair, to where you're not falling and hurting your hip or breaking your hip. And also, I believe it's also connected to brain health and like prevention for Alzheimer's. I may have to double check on that one, but squats ain't gonna hurt nobody, right? Get up. So when you get up out of the bed after you've done your prayer and devotional, get up, 15 quick squats. Don't even have to put shoes on. Just boom, 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 boom. Get it done, get it out of the way. And even if you don't have time to work out that day, what I mean by workout is like a typical workout with strength training and that sort of thing, Pilates, bar, those sorts of things. You've still got in your squats and you've gotten in a good walk. One thing that I've gotten lately that's been pretty fun is a rebounder. It's just a miniature trampoline that I keep in the house, and it helps with lymphatic drainage. And so if it's something that you are looking to do just to drain your lymphatic system in a fun way, turn on some music. This is number 6, by the way. Turn on some music, jump for a few minutes, at least, you know, 5 minutes here, then add on another 5, and then build up from there. Rebounders aren't even that expensive, but I can link the one that I purchased as well, and you can take a look at it if you're interested. Number 7, hydration throughout the day. So I've already talked about having water when you first wake up, but you also want to be drinking water throughout the day. Bring something that's easy for you to carry. I have a Stanley with the handle. I carry it everywhere. It's in the car all the time. It is with me at soccer practice with my boys, when I work out, when I take my son to basketball practice. Wherever I am, that's where it is. If I'm going to the doctor, I'm bringing it. Like, it's everywhere with me, right? So you want to make sure just to be drinking throughout the day. And that way you don't get lost in the sauce about like, oh, I didn't get enough water today. Or, you know, sometimes we allow ourselves to get dehydrated and we mistake it for hunger cues. And so if you're not hydrating, you can really think that you're hungry when you're really dehydrated. And so you want to make sure to get that in, because once you get out and you're running errands, you are going to get hungry. And when you get hungry, all bets are off. If you're anything like me, all bets are off, right? You're hungry, you're gonna go get something to eat. And likewise, what's really out there that's quick that you can just go and grab, unless you're prepared. And so those are some tips we're gonna talk about later. But today, just in terms of hydration, you wanna make sure to stay hydrated throughout the day. Also, staying hydrated just helps your skin, it helps your metabolism, and it's skincare too. It helps physically, but it also helps with your skincare routine as well. Number 8, another thing that I use just to stay healthy And these health tips aren't just, these are typically things I do every day, you know, and even if I don't work out that day, even if the rest of my day goes downhill nutrition wise, I know that I've gotten these base things in, which help to just make for at least a somewhat healthier day, right? We're not perfect. Every day is not going to be ideal, but you can at least get something in. And it's the small little things every day over time that help build up success. All right. Number 8, seeds for hormone and heart health. So I sprinkle hemp, chia, and flax seed on smoothies and yogurt, as well as pumpkin seeds. I like pumpkin seeds, but sunflower seeds also. These are great ways for you to get some additional protein. For instance, 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds is 8 grams of protein versus 1 egg is 6 grams of protein. So if you're out and about and you just needed something to snack on, it's a good choice too, because you're getting some natural, healthy protein in. And then if you're able to pair it with an apple to get some type of balance, or pair it with some other type of fruit, that's helpful as well. Hemp seeds are great for omega-3s and 6s, helps everything, right? I know you've heard all the details about that. So it just helps with heart health. It also helps with perimenopause, cycling, seed cycling. If it's something that you've never heard of, Google seed cycling and see what you find, especially if you like those seeds or if you're interested in utilizing them in a smoothie or something of that sort. Number 9, supplements. We do not get everything we need in all the food that we eat. Unless you're just a perfect eater, it's very difficult to get everything that you need. For me, I'm also a thyroid cancer survivor. I had my thyroid removed back in 2005. And I've really just recently learned more of the nutrients I need even for that. But magnesium has been a must really ever since COVID. Magnesium, zinc, a B complex. I take a B12. I do take spirulina from time to time. But speak with your nutritionist on what things you need based on your lab work, based on your health. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you tips on what I use to help me. And I know everybody needs, you know, these nutrients in some shape, form, or fashion. So talk with your doctor, talk with your nutritionist on how to implement supplements and the ones that you need that will best help you. Because I can guarantee you, if you're just going off of what you eat for the day, you're going to need a little bit something more than that. Number 10, sleep routine for recovery. Try to wind down and actually have a sleep routine. Don't just wing it. You know, don't just get in the bed, kids are asleep, and then all of a sudden you are on the phone scrolling. You know, like if you don't have a routine, we're likely going to fall back into what we're used to. That light, the blue light from phones and tablets and computers, is not good for helping us sleep. It's going to help. It's going to wake you up. So figure out what works best for you. It might be taking a bath before bedtime just to wind down, reading a book. But the main thing is power off that phone, plug it up in another room so that it's not nearby. Read a book, maybe listen to an audio book or something like that, just kind of help you wind down. The main thing is you should have no screen time at least an hour before bed. So if your goal is to go to sleep at 10, turn that phone off by 9 and be already into your sleep routine. Quality sleep is when your body repairs. It's when your hormones balance and your skin rejuvenates, and we all want that. So sleep ultimately is your beauty rest. When they say beauty rest, it's a beauty treatment for you. So make sure that you are making it a priority to get the best out of your sleep. These are just 10 of my favorite daily wellness habits that help me to stay healthy, energized, and youthful inside and out, especially as a wife and a mom. And I'm also a realtor. And I love doing this. You know, these types of tips are things that I typically share with people just in passing when I'm at practice, when I'm doing things with other people. We tend to talk about these things, and so now I'm just sharing them with you. So I hope that they're helpful for you, and I do have more. So if you're interested in learning more tips that I use as a Gen X, I'm a Gen X. I'm not going to go into what my age is, but I am Gen X, and just feeling my best and looking my best as I get older. If this video encouraged you, please hit like and subscribe, and share it with a friend, because I know that we're all on some type of wellness journey to some degree. So share it with someone. And for deeper accountability, join our community at Nourish 31. It's where faith meets fitness, and wellness becomes a lifestyle, and we kind of meld all of that stuff together to become that Proverbs 31 woman. Until next time, stay nourished and consistent.